So good evening, friends. Warm welcome on behalf of Global Institute of Value Education Society for another interactive session on importance of medical law in our country. So we are going to have a lots of discussion on medical law and various questions which came to me in relation to various aspects in today's practice of medicine. In today's session, we are going to have a lots of ideas in relation to medical law existing in country. I have been told by the global that lots of people are there who are interested in medical legal consultant program and medical legal awareness program and the importance of medical law also. During the process, if at all there is a possibilities of taking that questions, I am definitely going to take to upgrade your knowledge in relation to the same. Believe me, my friends, our journey with me is going to be fruitful to you for an investment of time, which you are going to invest with us. It's going to be a good interactive session. I'll try to cover every aspect of medical law, which are actually impacting our people. To introduce myself, I am one of the part of Global Institute of Value Education Society and taking a medical law programs and various other programs. I was a doctor, now I am a lawyer. I have practiced for years. After my PG law, when I have started organization with the name Doctors Risk Medical Legal Services, I have surrendered my degree and opted for Bar Council registration. And today I am practicing in various courts of the country as a lawyer. My passion is to provide education and share my knowledge with my people so that they can confidently practice and provide their services to their patient without fear of law. In that passion, we are conducting lots of webinars in relation to medical law, lots of medical talk. And today we are here to understand the same. So let's start with the journey of a medical law and talks in relation to that. I'll just give a brief idea about the development in 2020 during the COVID and post-COVID now, the new era in lockdown and unlock, what we have seen new and how the law has really impacted everything which we are concerned of, which we are really worried of. So after a briefing, we will definitely have a question answer session where I'm directly going to deal with all the questions which came to me. Lots of questions came, lots of queries, people are interested. But yet, if you got any queries, you are free to ask me. Medical law is a new era in our country. I strongly believe that whatever happens in developed country happens in developing countries after a few years. And the people who take and accept the change are all become a pioneer to any business. If you go to UK, USA and websites of international industry, you will find that medical law is on top in these countries. We can see the ambulance chaser in this country. Patient get admitted and followed by the advocates and the attorneys. Patient get discharged, been followed by the people to have a client because compensation is guaranteed there. And people do wanted to have a client because there's a huge compensation in a foreign countries. If you go and see the UK's condition, since medical law business itself is absolutely open to them, you will find a full page advertisement on a paper given by such an institute and organization with a very clear tagline: if no gain, no fees in medical negligence case. Means you approach an attorney. If attorney does not win the case, he will not charge a payment to you. And because of this, there are 94% cases against the gynecologist as on today. And more than 34% cases are against the gynecologist in multiple courts. Friend, this is what is the scenario in a developed countries. Developing country like India definitely get followed. And today, the laws are changing in our country very fast, and sooner or later we will also reach to that stage. Why I say so? Because I have got 18 years of experience under the medical law practice. I get every day 5 to 7 minimum calls and 20 to 25 maximum calls across the country in relation to medical issues. And in every time I learn something new, because it is my learning phase. Some new case comes to me, some new learning comes to me. But that indicates that how people are becoming aware in this country. Friend, you'll agree with me, as in accidental cases where compensation is guaranteed as per the Court of Law of India, if anywhere any accident happened, you will find lots of advocates approaching the family to take a case free of charge. And they fight for the victims. They win and they take some percentage from the patient, which is illegal. But the moment it becomes legal in this country also, where third party funding, if government accepts as a legal business, then all scenario is going to be different in this country, where for providing advocate, if there is a third party company who are going to work on a profit basis, you can just imagine what could be the scenario and a future of medical law in this country. But today, because of lots of changes in the law, because of development in the country, and because of new Consumer Protection Act 2019, which got enacted, enforced, we are going to observe a great change in this country. As we are approached to e-platform, e-business, new era we are going to experience now. During COVID-19, we have seen a different scenario situation. After unlock, we have seen how the digital market, e-market has grown, how it become a need of the hour, and how the telecommunication is going to be a boom for teleconsultation or health sector. We have started experiencing the same. So we are going to learn in bit everything today in our session. Why I'm sharing all this? Because this is what is the status of the country today, how and what way the medical law is going to be boom in this country. I'm just giving an insight of that. Today, it may be a initial phase, but down the line, 5 years, it will become a need of every hospital. There are a few reasons which I strongly believe. One is NABH accreditation, now which become mandatory as per the government now. Every hospital need to have accreditation, and entry level only they talk about medical legal awareness program. So medical legal consultants are much needed. You see the country's population, 50% of this country's population is below 25 years age group. Not only that, but 73% population is below 45 years age group. If this is going to be the difference in this country, you can imagine the youngsters of 25 years age group who are the decision maker of the house today, who needs everything at doorstep, who are aware about internet facility, who want doctor at doorstep, also are aware about the remedies available on internet. So when the population of this country is of youngsters, we can expect a lot in this country, not only in the form of opportunity, but also in the form of the scope of anything. So friend, let's give little time to understand few laws which got enacted in 2020. Then we will take a question answer session, and definitely we'll speak to each other to know more about the same. So let's start 2020 only. Very initial phase, we have started with COVID situation. COVID situation started in March, and now we are experiencing the COVID situation. There are a few laws which got enforced in this country. In that, the first is Epidemic Act 1897. This is 123 years back act got implemented. Thereafter, the Disaster Management Act 2005, then Magic Remedies Advertisement Act, barring, then Drugs and Cosmetic Act, IPC, CRPC, all sort of a law came in the picture to combat or control the epidemic situation, endemic situation. And we have experienced lots of notification from every government authorities in this respect of the same. Being government authority from central, that is ICMR, to the local of your local area of medical officer, or it could be a collector, it could be a DM, being power holder can take out a guidelines to control epidemic endemic. And we have seen lots of guidelines are conflicting with each other. We have seen that hospital has been taken over, doctor has been compelled to provide their professional services, and lots of things we have seen. And if violation is done, the penal punishment. Under section 188 of IPC, which talks about violating the rules, 6-month punishment, including 304, 304A and various other sections which has really troubled our doctor and the violator of the law altogether. The COVID-19 has given a lots of learning to this country, friend. And in that particular domain and scenario, the first law which got enacted in favor of professionals is the violation against medical professionals under the Epidemic Act 1897, notified by the central government, in which first time the central government has made a law which is non-bailable if doctor or health sector has been beaten. Government has made 7 lakhs compensation in the particular act if damages of property is done by the violator. Government has made one great thing, that 7 years punishment if the violator's case has been proven. And moreover, the matter must be decided within a year. One of the Dracula's law, one of the good law for the doctor, where attacks were happening against the doctor. And this can really create a new domain of health sector. Followed by, we have seen on 20th, that is 12th May 2020, the teleconsultation law has been launched in this country. The teleconsultation, the telemedicine guidelines, which is going to be another boom in this country, which is going to change the scenario of the country altogether of health sector. Earlier, in-person examination was mandate. Even we are fond of in-person examination, but now government has thought that when video consultation is an advantage to the people, when audio consultation can be given to the people, when email and other messenger platforms are available, why not give a benefit to the health sector people?